Hi everyone, how are you? Let me just straighten this a little bit, sorry for that. Hi everyone, how are you? I am doing a collaboration with two other great cooks. One is Pam's Cutting Board on YouTube and the other is Amy's Louisiana Kitchen on YouTube. All three of us are going to put up desserts at 12 o'clock this coming Friday. I'm doing this one a little ahead. I will have the links for their pages in the description below. So let's get on to this dessert. It is absolutely fabulous. You can use cranberries or raspberries. I'm using raspberries today because cranberries aren't in yet. But it's so simple. It is an absolute crowd pleaser, and it is something that's just easy to do. So I'm gonna cut up. I'm making a smaller version. I'll put the full recipe in the comments. Now it's up to you if you peel your apples or not. I don't peel mine, but you certainly can. I like all the color. So we're gonna need two. I'm gonna use two, but it calls for 3 cups of apples that have been peeled and sliced. Like I said, I leave my peelings on. And kind of slice them and, make the slices about the same width. So it'll all cook around the same, cook evenly. Okay. And then I'm going to place this is 1 container of raspberries. Now I rinse my fruit and I have it in the colander because I wanted to remind you, if you rinse your fruit, some do, some don't, make sure and just shake it around a little bit to get all that water out of there. Okay. It's looking beautiful already, isn't it? Okay. Then I'm going to mix the following things together. I'm going to be using stevia and monk fruit and almond flour and brown flour by Truvia because we don't do a lot of sugar here. But I'm gonna put the measurements. The measurements are the same as the sugar. So in the comments, I'll be saying sugar and brown sugar, but or in the description when I put the recipe in there, but just make sure I will put in parentheses what you can substitute if you want a sugar substitute, so that if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, it makes it much better for you to eat, okay? So I'm going to mix the sugar, and I'll put the measurements, like I said, in the description. I'm gonna mix the sugar, the flour. Oh, I forgot the oatmeal, hang on. Y'all, this is just what happens to me. I got so many things going. I got a friend in the hospital and I'm taking her some food. I'm sorry, because I just get, I got so much going on, but I wanted to get this made, so I'll make sure I have it Friday. Okay. We've got the sugar. Then I'm gonna put, like I said, I'll put the ingredients because I'm putting a little less in here, but this is almond flour. So if you have a nut allergy, this won't work for you. You'll have to substitute something else. Okay, I'm gonna put the brown sugar. And I'm gonna put about a half a cup of chopped pecans. Now, one other thing that, let me tell you what, honeys, and I'm gonna put it in the comments. I don't have any, or I would be putting it in here, is to put a small can of drained crushed pineapple in here, or even fresh pineapple. Ooh, so good. But for some reason, I always forget that when I'm doing this recipe. these are pecans off of our trees from last year. We have a backyard full of pecan trees. And I literally went down and grabbed them out of the freezer right before we started. Okay? And put the whole pecans in there. It's gonna be so delicious. And I'm going to put oatmeal. And I have the quick 1 minute oats, but you can use any sort of oats you like. Okay. And you want uncooked oatmeal. Okay. Then I'm going to mix this all up. Now it calls for some butter, and I have some here. And I like to just put a little bit of butter in there. But it's just really simple. You're just mixing these ingredients, and they're just mostly dry. I sprinkled a little bit of butter in there. Just to wet it a teeny tiny bit. I mean, it's a teeny tiny bit. Then I'm gonna take this delicious mixture, and I'm going to pour it here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna pour it over this raspberry and apple. And you know, it's such a great time of the year for fall, and the apples are coming in. And I'm using Pink Lady apples. Like I said, everything will be in the description, but honeys, this is such a great recipe. And here's another great thing about this recipe. You can actually put this together. Then the last thing I do is drizzle it with, I use real butter. And then I'm gonna bake it at 300 degrees. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Then I'm gonna bake it at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes or so. It'll be real hot and bubbly when it's done. And this is it. You can take this and put it in freezer containers. You can make it, I used to make them, like make up a bunch and put them in freezer containers that, you know, the little tin containers you can bake, and put them in a Ziploc bag, and they freeze wonderfully to give for gifts or to just give to people during the holidays for a quick and easy dessert. All they have to do is bake it. Here it is. I'll have a picture for you after it. Hi there, just a quick side note on the casserole. I meant to tell you, if you do not peel your apples, you might want to cut them into bite-sized chunks, because I did notice in my casserole when it came out of the oven that, you know, the apples still staying together because it is attached by the peel, which was tender and able, you know, easily able to be cut apart. But I just wanted you guys to know that. I am going to label it diabetic friendly, because unless you have, you know, a problem with a tangy tart apple being cooked, you shouldn't have any trouble if you use the sugar substitutes. And I will definitely put both recipes in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again soon. I actually made 2 more fabulous videos today that I'm going to release as well, and one is for a great chicken pie, so I hope you'll check in with that. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.